All right, so this video is going to be similar to the one in my other barn, but I also made these two buildings, one for my wood storage and one for that I'm really going to focus on here. This is the shed here I made, timber framing it from scratch, meaning I hewed everything by hand to make the timbers to build the timber frame. So we're gonna go in this puppy right here. By the way, there's the other barn over there that I showed you before. Okay, we're going. But again, this made of pine. I made that little platform right there so the phoebes would nest on it, and they did actually. You can see their nest in there. I trimmed this one out, kind of cool. Just put these kind of returns on it. I hate these hinges, but they work right now. Oh, this thing's frozen up. All right, so this barn or shed I made out of wood that I just found in the woods, and this is where I kind of store my garden shed type stuff. So let's focus on the beams here, because all these beams I actually hewed up by hand with a hewing axe, and scoring axe and a hewing axe. Most of these are white oak. There's another one right here. I used an adze too on them a little bit, some of them, because they were super they were kind of light, so that when you hit them with an axe they move too much. So I just put them on the ground and adze them. Anyway, this cross beam here is actually swamp maple that I had laying around, which is junk wood really, but works for this. That's also swamp maple up there. You can kind of see how I did this with what I think they call like a square rule, which is basically none of the timbers are any standard size, because I cut them out by hand and just got as much out of them as I could. So you just have to straighten out the outside edges and then measure everything from those straighter edges. It's a lot more, you got to think a little more than you do on a normal build. But this is built similar to the other barn, just smaller scale. You got tie below plate here. This is the plate, which is just a big old piece of white oak. Back there, those posts are actually red oak, which I kind of like them. That one came out really good. I think that was the last one I did, and I got it nice and squared up. Works pretty good. Yeah, this is my mower. I put just one collar beam in here that is dovetailed and pegged, and then I wedged it just to tighten it up because it was kind of sloppy. Same over here. You can see the peg through them. Oh, there's no nails or screws anywhere in this except for the siding. It's all pegged, including the rafters. So the rafters I actually bought 4x6s, and then I ripped them in half into 3x4s. And then at the apex of the roof, well, this middle one I actually hewed out because I had some extra wood, but all they are is lapped, pegged, and then pinned through the plate. You can see how they're pinned through the plate. This giant peg is to hold that rafter into this plate. So anyway, and there's a big double door there to get the lawnmowers and stuff out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The only flaw in my design, I think, was under the eaves here. I closed it all up, so there are mice living inside there. Anyway, all right, yeah, that's it. Thanks, folks.